Good afternoon and a warm welcome to the Mohammed VI complex here in Rabat. This complex has seen a grand total of 4 groups negotiate their path in the AFCON Under-17 tournament over the past few days. And whilst the group stages are out of our reach now and qualification is out of reach of these two, there are 2 matches being played today in the playoffs for a place in the World Cup in Qatar. It's big, it's mammoth for 2 small footballing nations like Ethiopia and Mozambique. They both finished 3rd in their group. They both come head to head today for the right to play in the World Cup. This is the Ethiopia dressing room. They've made a couple of changes from the side that dramatically negotiated their way through the group stages in 3rd place. They weren't far off of qualification as a 2nd place team, which would have been a place in the World Cup guaranteed and a quarter-final place tomorrow. It wasn't quite to be. The Mozambique dressing room got the better of Angola to nip into 3rd in Group C, and that's allowed them the chance today to take on Ethiopia. Well, both sets of players have been out vigorously warming up over the last hour or so. Ethiopia will start as a slight favourites. They've got a blueprint for their footballing ambitions at national level. They want to be able to compete with some of the African nation giants. For that to happen, they believe it has to start in tournaments like this at youth level, under-17 level. And these Ethiopian players have certainly shone in the group stages. But Mozambique have been no pushover either. And we'll hope that they've got enough in the locker to see them through this playoff into the finals in Qatar. It's a massive match this, even though both these sides are out of the AFCON. It's a massive game because the World Cup finals against some of the great nations around the world in Qatar, it's an experience to behold for any of these players. It's massive. Well, we're just about ready for the 2 teams to come out. Mozambique coming through Group C against Mali, Angola and Tanzania.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ethiopia drew with Egypt in their first game, lost to the host Morocco for beating Tunisia.
سيداتي وسادتي رحبوا معي بالفريقين اثيوبيا والموزمبيق.
So Ethiopia and Mozambique making the long journey from the dressing room area out to the pitch. Although it's not officially an AFCON match, it is in every respect being treated and branded as one. CAF World Cup qualifying playoff. Ethiopia against Mozambique for the right to go to Qatar World Cup finals. It's massive. One of these teams will be victorious, one will just fall short. Referee today, by the way, Mohamed Aquina from Algeria, who's led out the two sets of players. Ready for the national anthems. First up is the Ethiopian national anthem.
Coach, please, it's over, it's over. Habib, dis-le que c'est fini ça. Je parle pas d'ici, je parle de l'autre côté. Habib, dis-le que c'est fini ça. Habib. Khatib. Captain, hurry up. Captain, please, hurry up, hurry up. Un peu parce qu'ils sont en train de faire la prière encore. Dis ça. Arbitre. Siffle, on n'a plus le temps. On n'a plus le temps. Il va te donner le temps. C'est lui qui te donne. Tant qu'il n'a pas encore donné. Attends. Celui qui va te donner. Tant qu'il n'a pas encore donné. Non, mais il n'a qu'à les appeler. Go. Avec toi. Go. Vas-y, lance. Go. Lance. Oui, c'est bon. Job.
Iya, ተነገራቸው ስሙ። ይኸው እዛ ኋላ በሰል ቅዳል ማንን እናንተ በይው ቅዳል ይኸው Listen. There is camera, okay? Bura ጥንቃቄ ይናሉ
It's an early drive forward from Mozambique. They started very lively here. The ball floated in just underneath the crossbar there. The flag is up. Referee Mohamed Akina quickly blowing his whistle. Hacked away by Efferson. Benjamin Zema, the American, had a bit of an issue before the game. They lost the toss and they ended up in what is the away dressing room in this particular fixture. That somehow seemed to grate on him, but he's getting on with it now, it seems. That's a foul. Zefa is a very dangerous player when he comes forward. He's got some good touches on him, good technique. He's quick as well, and you can see there how quickly he brings that ball under control. The tackle from Valentin was deemed from behind. Don't know how or why. Did the referee get a touch? Anyway, it's 2 minutes gone to drop ball. Kidas. Shiranet had an excellent game in the last game against Algeria. They won 1-0, knocking the Algerians out of the competition. They did come through a very tough Group A. Morocco were in there, Egypt were in there, and Algeria. Sorry, Tunisia, not Algeria. And yeah, it's probably the toughest of the groups, to be honest. So to get third was a good achievement for Ethiopia. Mozambique winning their last game against Angola. Tinzo watches that one out of play, and Dinknat can take the throw. This is Amir into the feet of Buruk. They are without Dawit Kasso, who's their number 9. Ethiopia got his second yellow card against the Tunisians, so he's suspended for this one. He's out of the rest of the competition here. He can't play any further part, obviously, because of that suspension. Those suspensions do carry on into these playoffs, unfortunately for him. So he sits it out today, Dawit Kasso, who is a good link-up player. They've gone with Buruk up top, Asefa and Amir either side of him. So essentially 3 wing side players. Foul from behind by Dinkner. Diego, so a free kick.
The ball.
We've played 4 minutes so far. Luis Guerreiro, the Portuguese coach for Mozambique, they've both gone overseas, these nations, to try and find success at youth level. If they want to get the cogs turning at international football level, then they need to start doing so at the youth tournaments such as this. It's absolutely wholeheartedly essential that both teams get through to the finals in Qatar to help aid that development, but of course one will not. It's a free kick here to Mozambique. Joachim is going to take it. Joachim Ali Promombe. He plays for Costa del Sol, who are one of the clubs in Mozambique, not to get confused with the Spanish holiday resort. They're not a Spanish club. It's a warm afternoon. These African players very used to these sorts of surrounds. Ball went to the near post. It's palmed away by the goalkeeper. It wasn't wholeheartedly convincing by Tim Asgen, but it's returned back in and straight behind for a goal kick. Nearly 6 minutes gone. It's an interesting delivery. There was a jump just in front of him. So it's more shot than cross, that one. Eventually headed away by Binya. It's a long clearance from Thames here. Ethiopia nil, Mozambique nil. If you're just joining us, 6 minutes into this playoff. If you haven't grasped the AFCON tournament so far, 4 groups of 4. Top 2 in each group have gone through to the quarterfinals. They are all 4 of those being played tomorrow here on the various pitches at the Mohammed VI complex in Rabat. And then the 2 playoffs today are between the 4 teams that finished 3rd in groups A, B, C and D. The 2 winners of those 2 playoffs, Ghana against Uganda being the one later on. 2 winners, this one and Uganda against Ghana, the 2 winners going through to the World Cup finals, with the 8 that are qualified for the quarterfinals. So 10 CAF sides going through to the World Cup finals in Qatar. Ball floated into the penalty area. It was ambitious. It was Sherinet, who loves to pop up in situations like that. He's a gifted midfielder. He run the show against Tunisia. Scored a goal. Could have scored one there. Probably the best chance of the game so far. It's been fairly cagey up until this point. Ethiopia nil, Mozambique nil. Safety first from Dinkner's header. Dinkner plays back home for Hidayat Hosanna. Back in Ethiopia. It's a throw in for Allen. Allen again. It's very congested, and that was a loose pass which has allowed Zefna to get forward, but runs into traffic, and here come Mozambique. Never really had any conviction going forward down that right-hand side in Mozambique, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Just to be able to go to a World Cup finals, the experience, tasting a major tournament, it's the next step up from the AFCON. If they've enjoyed this one, they'll enjoy the World Cup all the more, but one of these teams will miss out. There is so much at stake for these young players out there. The pressure is enormous. Ignis volleyed clearance, finding Amir, who turns up to the halfway line. Referee blows his whistle. Saw that as a foul by Diego. Didn't look an awful lot wrong with it, but Diego is penalised. Well, he got the ball, didn't he? The referee's dropping the ball. I'm not sure what that was all about. It's the second time he's done that in the opening stages. Dropped ball, but didn't quite know why. They have it back again, Ethiopia. Well, they did. It's given away by Binyam, though. Julio. It's back to Perez and out to the right-hand side, and Flores now, though. Joaquin can chase. Ebenezer's won that battle. Ebenezer in the left back position for Ethiopia has had a few stern challenges against some very good right-sided midfielders in the 3 games in the group stage. He's come out all guns blazing and put in some impressive performances, Ebenezer. Dinkner. It's a long ball, trying to seek out Biruk. Certainly missing the presence of Dawit Kasso up front, who he's strong, he's big, and he holds the ball up really well. Difficult player to replace. He's going to be missed today by the Ethiopians, who have given away a free kick inside their own half here. Nearly 11 minutes gone, still 0-0. 2-1 win against Angola saw Mozambique claim 3rd spot. They drew with Mali 1-1. They lost their opening game against the Group C runaway winners, Tanzania. The only team that won qualification after just 2 games in this competition so far. Pinta. Didn't quite work, but it was the right idea. It's a strong run forward from Pascal. Throw in to Mozambique. Alan comes inside, thrashed forward by Pascal. One back in the midfield by Julio. He looks up, plays it over the top. It's a firm header away by Ebenezer. Stays. It's on the outside, the Stays. That's a decent ball in. And a good header as well. For a moment there, that looks as if there was an opening goal on its way. The header was comfortably saved. It's a good ball in from Stays. Firm header from Yorkie. Couldn't find a way past Temsgate. Their best chance of the game so far, Mozambique. Still 0-0. 13 minutes gone nearly. To pick it up with Stays after the initial touch from Binyam. It's going to be a free kick. Fouled by Binyam. Both sides identical records in the competition so far, winning 1, drawing 1, losing 1, both on their last game. Make Ethiopia favourites in that they come through a much tougher group. But they are without Dawit Kasso today, which is a big blow to them, suspended. Amir, one of the 2 players to come into the side, Kiros being the other. 2 changes for them for this playoff. Can they get the cross in here? Ethiopia, Sherinet. All the way back, Ebenezer drills it in. It's forcefully fired away by Pires. Well, we didn't think there'd be much between these two sides. And played 14 minutes. That's been confirmed already. Not much in it at the moment. Ball played down the line. It's actually a good ball from Joao. Joachim to Floresnado. Floresnado again. Pires. Interesting ball to find Stays. It's taken out of play though. It's going to be a throw in to Ethiopia. There could be a chance here for Ethiopia, and it's put away. It's a goal that could make such a big difference for Ethiopia. Huzefa was able to turn it into the net from close range, and they've got themselves the early goal. A quarter of an hour gone, and I said there was very little in it. The first chance of any real note, and it came in. It's clever play this, turning it round the corner. Birak, who's the front man. Unselfish play from Huzefa. And just rolled into the net by Amir, it was. Second goal of the tournament, Amir. Huzefa just putting it into his path to roll into an empty net. It's a very well orchestrated goal. They've carved open Mozambique and taken the lead. We've seen leads surrendered quite frequently in this competition so far, but Amir scoring the goal. St. George player giving the Ethiopians the advantage. The official timing of the goal, 16 minutes. And let it bounce, but there's cover back there in Pascal. Headed forward by Kidos. There's a nudge in the back of Sharonair there. You can just see it, even though that the man that's nudged him has ended up going down. Nampule, he's not very happy. Ethiopian midfielder Kidos tried to get him up to his feet before he was ready to do so. There was a little bit of a reaction from Kidos, and referee quickly diffuses it. It was a Tinze forearm that knocked him over. Just wonder if one of the coaches might be putting forward an appeal for FVS. If you're not familiar with the football video system, the FVS, it kind of replaces VAR. There's no VAR officials, just the referee and the fourth official that stand in when necessary. They will check goals, but both managers also get 2 VAR shouts, if you like, FVS shouts, like tennis, 2 appeals. Listen, sometimes they work, something like that. They may have seen that, thought, oh, hold on a minute, that forearm was dangerous play, could be worthy of a red card. Put the appeal forward. It's dissected by the referee and slowed down, and they say, well, yeah, actually, do you know what, they've got a point. But in the real speed, it didn't really look like that at all. Then they can work sometimes. So the long ball out towards the left-hand side. Zovess is out there, but so is Floresnado. Mozambique behind, can't lose their composure. They've got to try and stay in this game. The first goal is critical. It's going to have to play for a goal kick.
Burra offside. Offside Burra.
Thameskin can deliver this one forward. Got a great deal of distance on it, but he does find one of his own. So back again to Thameskin. Over to Albanese. Efferson. A lunge there from Julio, which leads to a free kick. Should be mopped up at the back by Pascal, waiting for his goalkeeper, who was slow on the uptake. He's had to end up dealing with that himself. Certainly a misunderstanding there between Joao and Pascal. By the way, if it is level at 90 minutes, it goes straight to penalties this game. There is no extra time. Injury to Birak. It's not Birak. Birak's up on the up at his feet. I think it's Amir, the goal scorer, that's down. Throw in to Ethiopia. We've played coming up to 22 minutes, nearly half the way through this first half. Progression down the right-hand side for Dink now with another throw. Ethiopia leading by a goal to nil. Trip to Qatar for the winners in the World Cup. 8 quarter-finalists plus 2 playoff winners going through to the World Cup. 10 teams from Africa. It shows you how big the competition has got. 10 teams coming in from Africa. It's a brilliant opportunity for under-17 players from all over the world to develop themselves, and on a great big scale as well. There'll be some massive clubs represented there, being watched with the scouts all over the world, trying to unearth a gem. Out of play over on the far side. And another throw to Mozambique, who haven't really exerted themselves since conceding. comes across as interesting. Ebenezer's presence was enough to put Joachim on the floor, but there was no foul. He seemed to fall over his own Jureš. This is ever. Pitched back though by Valentin. It's forward by Allen. It was blocked by Dinkner. That's a foul. Here wins a free kick. Fouls by Dinkner. Free kick is going to be taken by Alan Pereira de Figueiredo. Right-footed, very interesting. Overhit though, wrong angle. More power. Behind, went out. So much as a touch from anyone. Goal kick, 25 minutes gone. 0 for Mozambique, 1 for Ethiopia. They are, as things stand, heading to the World Cup finals. Both sides coming into this match off the back of match day 3 victories to claim 3rd spot. Can they get a shot in from distance? It was played out wide by Julio, but there's no one there. Dinkner. Perez mops up. It's good tracking back. I am here. Julio. Well, it might have calmed their nerves, those Ethiopia players, that goal. But, as we take a cooling off break, it's Ethiopia that will be told, I'm sure, by their coach, Benzema, that they need to keep going. Cooling break. Here's a chance for the two coaches to speak to their players. Ethiopia can't retreat too much on the lead. They've got to try and add a second, really. Otherwise, it will hand the initiative straight to Mozambique if they were to find an equaliser, because it would be them on the front foot. Calling break over. Return to the action. Ethiopia leading by 1-0. Mozambique coming through Group C, beating Angola on the 3rd match day by 2-1, whilst Ethiopia got the better of Tunisia with a late goal, 1-0 winners. They held on. It was a match with late drama. Bounced straight out that throw-in from Dinkner for a goal kick. Goal kick from Joao. They win it back to Ethiopia in the midfield. Sherinet sold that one short. Here's Julio trying to thread the ball through. Tenze Wise to it. Down the line from Dinkner. Amir. It's a good play from Ethiopia. Bit of a slip from Amir. to try and keep composed. Mozambique falling behind. They haven't really got their front runner Mpule into the game yet. Ethiopia, as well as the goal, probably just slightly the better side of the two. Looking more solid defensively. Oh, what about the cross from Allen? Didn't get it beyond the next player to him. Dinkner, it's gone out for a throw, right down by the corner flag. Dangerous position, potentially, this, for Mozambique, who are in search of that equalising goal. Ghana, Uganda in the other playoff later on today here. Comes the cross, be retrieved by Joachim. In fact, he'll leave it for Flores Naldo into the penalty area, away by Efferson. Pires deflects away for a throw-in to Mozambique. Hit the half-an-hour mark. 15 minutes of the first half to go. They might be stretched here. Ethiopia shot towards goal. And it's pulled over by Joachim. Was it Joachim to Diogo? Diogo, the captain. Let's fly, but it was both high and wide. Well, that could have been a whole lot worse for Ethiopia. They were opened up there, and it seemed for the first time in the game Mozambique had a player over, but the shot was very disappointing. Might give some hope and encouragement to Mozambique. Zefa. An interesting battle against Flores Naldo. It's a good hold-up play by Joachim. Reverses it back to Flores Naldo. All the way back in turn to Pascual. Pascual to Pires. Now Ethiopia win it back, and this is where they're looking to profit. Binyam happy to absorb and then hit them on the counter-attack, but that was a little bit disappointing from Binyam. Sugar City player, well, doesn't win a throw-in, which Dinkner will take. It's another one of those long throws. His last one went straight up for a goal kick, and guess what? This one was well on the way to doing so as well. Jumping was Tinze, along with Mpule. Binyam. Sorted out by Mozambique. Two players down. One of them is Amir. So there is only one player. I thought it was a player down there. It's actually the cover over the cameraman's camera. I thought at a glance it was a white shirt that was down. Suddenly realised, because it's moving with the camera. My first glance in the corner of my eye, I thought it was a white shirt on the ground, but I was wrong. It does give the Mozambique coach Luis Guerrero the opportunity to speak to one or two of his players. One or two warming up in case Amir's injury is not fixable. And that was the reason for his injury. Clearance from his own teammate Dinkner, smash him in the jaw. I think he knew an awful lot about it, did he? Well, it's a head injury, so all the protocol kicks in. Afternoon, especially so. Look to keep the player's temperature down as well, cooling him off with a bottle of cold water over his head. That might wake him up if nothing else does, but I think he's okay. This referee from Algeria, Mohamed Akina, loves a drop ball. And here he is, given another one, this time handing it back to Mozambique, who trail here by a goal to nil. 10 minutes to go to half-time, plus injury time. Perez to Allen. He's got room to run into. Comes back inside to Julia. To the far side, it's one in the air by Yakim. Carries straight through to Temsgen. Just a reminder, it's Uganda against Ghana in the other playoff. There is no final. It's just the two winners go through to the World Cup. And then they both sets of players will go off home. Return to their clubs and look forward, one of them, to the World Cup, the other. Trying to think about the disaster that was failure to reach the finals. It's an interesting ball into the penalty area and plucked out the air very well by Temsgen. He's been one of the more consistent goalkeeping performers in this tournament. So a goal kick to Ethiopia, which Temsgen will take. Shergar, City goalkeeper. Throwing to Mozambique. Taken by that right full-back, Florado Matthias. Here's the left-back, Allen. Oh, that's a poor pass, and it's picked up well by Sherenet. Sherenet ends up on his backside, but no free kick given, just a throw. It's a good run. Now, can they get the cross in into the penalty area? This is Azefa, and then a shot which is raked across by Abenizo, and it was well wide in the end. And they broke well down the left-hand side, did Ethiopia. Just kept in play, or was it? It does look as if it was out of play, doesn't it? So if that would have gone in, there would have been an inspection of the the football video system, the FVS, the substitute for VAR. It's a different tempered version of VAR without the VAR officials, basically, and the managers or the coaches get 2 appeals per match. none used yet. Travel straight through from one goalkeeper to the other. It's a long clearance forward by Joao. Ethiopia throw. They lead 1-0. 6 minutes to go to half-time. Taken down by Binyam. Binyam tries to cut inside, cuts into trouble though. Julio. That's better. Gets it out wide. Stays. Go past one. Now, can he get a good cross in? That's a very deep one. Takes the goalkeeper out of the equation. It's good defending by Ebenezer, and then the shot straight in to the goalkeeper from the edge of the penalty area by Diego. That's better. You could say that's probably their best chance. Mozambique, they've got to be careful. They can see the second here. It does really leave them a lot to do. Amir, over the top. That's a good ball as well. This time the defender and goalkeeper were again not quite on the same wavelength. And defender Perez had to make decisive action because Azefu was breathing down his neck and he's put it behind for a corner. But really there, Joao didn't take stock of the situation. Good ball in this from Amir. He's waiting for the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper's not sure where the cam will go. It's Pascoal, not Perez, that's put it behind for a corner. Corner, headed away. Tried to go on the outside, Cheronet, but didn't manage to do so. Well held up by Mpale. And he was held. Free kick given. Ethiopia 1, Mozambique 0. If you're just joining us, the playoff for a place in the World Cup. This is nothing to do with the CAF Under-17 AFCON tournament. They've both been eliminated, but 2 playoffs today to decide which of the 4 placed teams will go through to play in the World Cup in Qatar. Three and a half minutes plus injury time. He'll be happy, Benzema. His side leading by a goal to 0. Allen with the throw. He's pretty solid at the back usually, Tinzay. Challenge in there, but it hasn't been fully cleared. It might be brought away now by Kiros. He's shown far too much of that to Valentin. Comes across from Joachim. It's only partially headed away. The shot takes a deflection. Does it? No, it doesn't. Shot from Julio wide for a goal kick. Well, I've had some sightings of goals since losing out on the opening goal. Mozambique, but they still trail here by a goal to 0. And they come again, Mozambique. Not been able to properly clear their lines, Ethiopia. Amir, happy to see that one go out for a throw-in. Cut forward by Amir, just out of the reach of Burrock. So, throw into Mozambique. Last 2 minutes of the first half. There's a little stoppage for the cooling break. It takes a minute, doesn't it? Had a couple of little injuries, particularly the one to Amir with his head injury after the ball smashed into his face about 10 minutes or so ago. Cheronet, he's still going. He's bulldozed his way through. He's still going, Cheronet. Back out wide by Binyam. Cross from Ebenezer. Handed away by Pascoal. Stays. Reverts back to Alan. He's giving it away again. Amir. Enough white shirts to block his path as they look at getting forward and try and finding an equaliser before half-time here, Mozambique. We're into the final minute of the first 45. Valentin back inside. It was a shot that came in from Joachim, which was blocked off well. Again, it's a little loose from Ethiopia. Into traffic, Valentin. Goalkeeper's come a long way out. Just slides it down the line. This is Perez. Fourth official is out to tell us how much stoppage
Additional
time.
time 4 minutes. الوقت في 4 دقائق.
So 4 minutes. I didn't think it'd be that much, but 4 minutes it is. It's a run forward from Diego. He's done well to get that far. Carries the ball into the Ethiopian half, but it will be an Ethiopian throw taken by Dinkner back to Tinze. Kidos. Efferson. Clearance will come here from Temskin, the goalkeeper. His kicking hasn't been great today. And again, it hands it back to Mozambique. Goes in it wide to stays into the penalty area, pulls it back. There was no wavelength. He was all on his own there, Zofa. Played one of the 4 minutes already. Throw-in taken by Allen. Booted forward by Perez. Nearly halfway through that 4 minutes, and Ethiopia will be happy to get that clean sheet in with them at half-time, that lead. The game's only goal coming from Amir. Allen. It's a long right-footed ball from the left-back. Came off of the goal scorer Amir, so it's going to be a throw-in. Pule, it's not had too much service up top so far. Was a foul. As we prepare to move into the final minute of the 4 added on at the end of the first half. Ethiopia continue to lead here by 1-0. They seem to have run into a brick wall at the moment, Mozambique. They've seemed rather void of ideas. Maybe there's a need for them to get to half-time, and Luis Guerrera perhaps changing direction in 1 or 2 tactical areas. They can't afford to do is concede a second goal right now. Clearing away was Joao. And there is that half-time whistle. Well, Amir, after 15 minutes, was teed up by Uzefa. One clean, crisp passage of play from Ethiopia, which opened up their opponents, Mozambique, for the only goal of the first half. Amir scoring his second in the competition. And as things stand, Ethiopia will go through to the World Cup in Qatar with a victory here. Remember, if it's level at 90 minutes, there will be penalties. But at half-time, it's Ethiopia that have the advantage. They lead by 1-0.
Goal for Ethiopia team. Scoring winner.
Vai! Vai! Ih, caralho, puta! Vai! Ih, caralho, puta! Vai! Diego! Ih, brucio! Ih, brucio! Diego! Ih, brucio! Diego! Ih, brucio!
Mandi, itu level mandi.
Tolong mata Anda. Mata. Anda beri aman dursun. Aman dursun. Lepas bicara.
Ashi zakar.
Ya, balga bang. Ya.
Nana gole guji anak dia kena pongan itu.
Ben. Hagan ang kini shoot yun. Ano na? Inyo aso. Inyo. Inyo gol siya. Inyo. Zora. Hante aman na tabi. Na. Baka yun na tawta. आज बखारा आज भी ये कौन ऑफिसर ने बोले हाँ मिला चरे अकाला आता किसी ताले आशा है बोल Ha? Juegue. Juegue. Ahora Tela. Ata. Anda fara. Ya ya kim rashi? Tek tek talle. Şifa aslanı.
Yes.
Aman को आजे कर बनेगा अपन ना जाओ
Vou para cantar na baliza. Compara.
Vai, Paulo.
Baka yanda suno ta tsofo ba ta kwasi zai ata yosef
On demande de laisser le ballon. Tu peux laisser le ballon derrière. Il y a un ballon qui t'attend là-bas.
Well, we're back. The long walk from the dressing room complex to the pitch is all mastered by both sides and the match officials as well. So second half to come here, and it's the CAF World Cup qualifying playoff, one of two today. The second one, Ghana against Uganda. That's later on today. Winners of each match, 90 minutes and then penalties if necessary, no extra time. Winners of the two matches will go through and join the 8 quarter-finalists in the Under-17 AFCON this season. That's currently quarter-final stage at the moment. That's tomorrow, all 4 games, 4 crackers as well. Be sure to join us for those tomorrow. And yeah, at the moment it's Ethiopia that are heading towards Qatar. 45 minutes and a clean sheet, and they'll be there. I've covered a couple of their games in Group A. I have to say I've been quite impressed with them in small doses. There's a degree of naivety, but there's a degree of solidity. He's got something going here as Benzema. They're not going to go to the World Cup and win it, but the whole experience for a nation like Ethiopia, it's something phenomenal. It's a great achievement for the nation. Just for the under-17s to get to the World Cup finals is brilliant for them. Of course, likewise for Mozambique. You don't often see a World Cup of any age level with either of these two sides frequenting. Free kick to Mozambique, who is still on the hunt for their equaliser. That's going to be too close to the goalkeeper. Temensgen is pretty solid. He's not going to fumble those. So 1-0 here. Uganda against Ghana is the next one up. It's another free kick here to Mozambique. It's all about the delivery. Wasn't a particularly good one. Good force from Flores Naldo to win the ball back, and he brushed aside Zefla rather easily there. Flores Naldo again, back inside. This is Diego down the line, trying to get the cross in was Joachim. It's behind for a corner to Mozambique, who has started this second half well on the front foot. 2 and a bit minutes gone in this second half. Ethiopia, by the way, leading by a goal to nil. Amir with the goal after 15 minutes. Well worked goal, in fact. His part in it was a simple one. Roll it into an empty net after good work down the left-hand side by Ebenezer and then Zefa. Referee doesn't want this corner taken just yet, so the assistant referee stands in the way of the ball. Diego with the corner. This is it in very deep. It's a disappointing corner from Diego. Chance to stamp his authority with a good ball into the box. Really didn't come off at all there. Referee has held up play. Algerian referee, Mohamed Akina. And it looks like they're going to make the first FVS call of the game. They're claiming Mozambique, I think, a penalty from that resulting corner. So the corner comes in. They're claiming there was a push in there on one of their players who ended up on the ground. The VAR are going to check this. It's worth doing that because if they've missed it, and it was a push. The only trouble with the FVS system is that there's only minimal amount of cameras at the disposal. Every camera is this side of the pitch, so if the incident is on the far side or is from the far side of a body, it becomes very, very difficult. This one's been zoomed in. It's a bit of a coming together. I don't think there's much in that, to be honest. It was Sherinet It's going to be a very harsh penalty, surely, if that's given. I can see why they've given the call to the FVS. And here's what the referee's got to say about it.
Après mon revue, y a rien. Normal football contact. Touche, pas de pénalty.
Yep, it was the only logical outcome. It's a contact sport, and if those type of incidents are going to land penalties, then we're heading in the wrong direction with that technology. That's a good decision by the referee. Didn't waste any time, saw what was coming. I can see why they've put the cards on the table. That's one of their 2 VAR shouts that have gone out the window. That'd be costly. We've played 5.5 minutes in this second half. Ethiopia still leading by a goal to nil. It's Mozambique's goal kick, which João, the goalkeeper, can take. João Geoffrey plays for Costa del Sol in Mozambique, not Costa del Sol in Spain. Costa del Sol, one of the big clubs in Mozambique. That was a high foot, and it was a painful one as well. I think it was Tinsay that's gone down. It's going to be a free kick to Ethiopia. High boot. It was, in fact, Birok. Come on, that's a free kick to Mozambique. Ethiopia still leading by a goal to nil. Well, that's a slip up, and it could be costly. He's all on his own at the moment up top, Birok. This is to find Shiranet, who's carried the ball out to the left-hand side. He's being hassled by Flores Naldo, who wins the ball back for Mozambique. But they've got to step up here, Mozambique, if they want to go to the World Cup finals. It's still within their reach at the moment, but they're trailing 1-0. Next goal is crucial. Josefa cuts inside. He's a bag of tricks, but he's got 3 to beat. He's managed to see them all off. That's great play. Now, can they get the shot away? They can. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. It wouldn't fall kindly for Josefa, but it does go behind for a corner. Very good stop by João. That could have easily been 2-0. The shot from the edge of the penalty area from Birok. Pushed away by the goalkeeper, João. 7 minutes into the second half. Corner kick to Ethiopia. Looking for a second goal to creep closer to the World Cup finals. I just feel they've got that little bit more aerial threat with these kind of set plays. Mind you, you can have all the aerial threat in the world. If you're going to take corners like that, that threat is null and void. That was a terrible corner. Kidos. Safety first. Dinkner. Kidos takes over again. Ethiopia in no hurry to return it back into the Mozambique half. They work their way down the right-hand side and win a throw-in off of Alan. Neither side has made a change yet. Remember, Ethiopia without their talisman, Dawit Kasa. Dawit has picked up 2 yellow cards in his 3 appearances in the tournament so far. He misses out today, so he'll play no further part in the tournament. Of course, remember, these 2 sides are out of the AFCON. Let's not forget, the AFCON quarter-finals, well, they're tomorrow. And we can't wait to get our teeth into it. We've got Tanzania against Algeria. We've got Morocco against Cameroon. Senegal against Mali should be tasty. And Ivory Coast against Egypt as well. There's 4 cracking games tomorrow right here. You can catch it live, each and every one of those games. And we can't wait to really get our teeth into the business end of the CAF Under-17 AFCON tournament for 2026. Well, it's all about the World Cup, this one. Binyam is down. He's the captain. Sherga City midfielder. Stretcher is on, so that's not required. Looks to me like a problem with his arm. Well, he's managed to get up on his feet okay and sits on the stretcher. It does look like he's probably going to have to come off here. He's got a smile on his face at the moment. That smile might get a little broader if they can make it through to final whistle with victory and clean sheet. Khalid is going to come on now. He's a midfielder as well. It's a like-for-like change. It's clear that he's not going to be able to carry on, the captain. That's a big blow for them because he is a leader out there, Binyam. Rosnaldo can't get the cross in, but he gets the throw. Valentin towards the penalty area, struck towards goal. There's the equaliser. Fantastic strike into the top corner, and it's the captain that comes to their rescue. It's Diego. It's 1-1. 10 minutes into the second half, and Mozambique have got an equalising goal. No emotion on the face of their coach, the Portuguese, Luis Guerra, but there was no chance for Temesgen. He's beaten by an excellent finish from Diego. Suddenly there was a little bit of ambition down the right-hand side. Suddenly there was a better ball into the box. That was the important substance. The ball in was a great ball in from Valentin. And whilst it was controlled by Mpule, he went down. There may have been a foul by Tinze, but the unerring finish from Diego was superbly placed out of the reach of the goalkeeper. We're back level. It's Ethiopia 1, Mozambique 1, and literally moments after losing their captain, Ethiopia, down to 10 men, have gone and conceded. Well, they were with 10 on the pitch, and now Khalid can come on for the injured Binyam. Binyam was reinstated on the field, but he can't carry on. And Diego Elias Palemba has got the goal, the captain. And suddenly, qualification for the World Cup is back on a knife edge. And you wouldn't want to call this at the moment. There's usually been drama in the Ethiopian games that I've covered so far in the group stages. There's certainly drama. The Egypt game, 0-0. Both teams had a valid penalty shout that went to FVS in the dying stages. Neither were given. And they got the late winner against Tunisia to carry them through to this stage. Ethiopia knocked the Tunisians out. Tunisia, at one stage, looked a shoo-in for second place. They ended up bottom of the group. Well, the goal is a boost to Mozambique. The loss of Binyam is a blow to Ethiopia. Those two things coming along pretty much simultaneously. Is that a game-changing moment in the game? We will see. Joachim's been brought down. Joachim Mumbai. Fouled by Khalid, his first involvement in the game since coming on as a sub. Pascual is going to take this free kick. Pascal Miambo. Plays it short in the end. Then the ball coming in. Again, it's plucked out of the air. Rosnaldo with the cross. Temesgen with an easy catch. Ethiopia ahead through Amir after 15 minutes. As we move into the 60th minute. An equalising goal for Mozambique coming from their captain, Diogo. It's a good run down the right-hand side. Rosnaldo There's a little bit of shirt pulling there on Flores Naldo by Ebenezer. We went unnoticed, but Flores Naldo hasn't given up here. Good battle. Cleared away by Ebenezer in the end, but straight into touch for a throw-in. Ethiopia 1, Mozambique 1. We've hit the hour mark. At this moment in time, it's Mozambique that are buzzing, and they're looking for another. Shot from Valentin was blocked. He had a big part to play in the goal with the cross. That's a decent ball in. It was Stays that got on the end of the cross from Nampule. Nampule was out wide there. He really needs to be in the box, being the front man. A long ball in, and too long for Antonio Goncalves Nampule Jr., as he's known. And by the way, he plays his football in Germany for Eintracht Frankfurt. Most players from both sides are pretty much entirely home-based. Eros, who's on the bench for Mozambique, plays in Spain for second division side Alcoran. Sharif as well on the bench for Mozambique. He's also Spain-bound in the summer, we understand. But most of the players are based in their homeland, with the exception of Mpule and Eros. Can't get out of their half at the moment. Ethiopia. Crunching tackle by Flores Naldo. It took Josefa down, and a free kick has been given. Referee did get his card out there for the first time for the challenge by Flores Naldo. It wasn't for Flores Naldo, it was for the coach of Ethiopia, Benzema, who took exception.
Substitution for Ethiopian team. Player out number 11. Amir Musavi.
Couple of changes for Ethiopia. Goal scorer Emir has come off. They're bringing on two defenders in Zelalem and Safedin.
Vamos, 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 vamos.
Second substitution for Ethiopian team. Player out number 12.
Josefa coming off. So that's an interesting tactical change. Taking off two wingers and bringing on two defence-minded players.
The third substitution for Ethiopian team. Player out number 18. Uri Tegel. Replaced by number 16. Devan Duko.
Changes coming thick and fast there.
Stop, 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 stop.
See what those changes can do for Ethiopia. They need some fresh drive, which they haven't really had in this half at all. Ethiopia 1, Mozambique 1, 65 minutes gone. So throwing to Ethiopia on this near side of the field. Anayu on as well. There's another yellow card coming out there. That's for Pascal. So it's the first on-field yellow card of the game for the central defender of Mozambique. And this was white. Bit of a deliberate handball. It's Biddock that's gone off, by the way, and Anayu has gone into the central striking role, the St George goal-scoring striker. Can he find a goal to fire Ethiopia to the World Cup, or is it Mozambique? Will it be penalties potentially? We're nearly halfway through this second half. Mozambique have been much the better side in the second half. Ethiopia edged the first and led. Quite going as far as calling it a game of two halves, but certainly both sides have had their moments. Different parts of the day. That's Mozambique again, trying to feed it forward to Mpule. From Valentin. Didn't make it beyond Seyfedin. They're solidified here of Ethiopia. They obviously smelt that there was a bit of a drive in Mozambique's approach in this second half, and they've taken a step back. They've put some defence-minded players out there in the likes of Seyfedo and Zelalem in the wide positions, almost like fullbacks with the freedom to get forward, but keep it tight, make it difficult. They'll get to penalties, they'll feel confident on penalties, Ethiopia. Long ball into the penalty area, it's headed back to the goalkeeper by Pascal, his own goalkeeper, Joao can click long. We're past the midway point in the second half, and that will be cushioned back by Tiensei. Offside flag is up, so free kick for Ethiopia on this near side. Not sure that's where the flag went up, but it's where the free kick is going to be taken by Efferson. Efferson goes long. Nice header on. That's a good header away by Pascal, and then away by Floresnaldo. Like a push in the back. The referee plays an advantage, good advantage as well. It's pushed forward by Sherinet in towards the penalty area. Solid defending, corner. That's better from Ethiopia. They haven't really threatened much, but this corner has gone short and it's been misplaced as well. And that's rather disappointing. They've got the aerial ability to cause problems to Mozambique with those corners, and they've gone short and wasted it completely there. Tenzay back by Dinkner. Just over 20 minutes to go. The drinks break is just around the corner, the cooling break. Just waiting for the referee to call that, but he hasn't yet. It's a free kick to Mozambique. They work their way out to the right-hand side. Scrambling to keep it in on the far side, but failing to do so was Allen. And it is now time for that cooling break that I mentioned a few moments ago. Right on cue. So Ethiopia 1, Mozambique 1, 19 minutes plus injury time. Then it goes to penalties. No extra time in the CAF youth tournaments. The well-being of the younger players, it goes straight to penalties. There's a chance maybe here for the USA born coach Benzema to spur Ethiopia on to find a late winner in the 90 minutes, or for the Portuguese coach Luis Guerreiro to extract some joy from his players of Mozambique. It's a hot late afternoon. It's been a hot day here in Morocco, in Rabat. Not roasting hot, but certainly warm enough to make it fairly sticky conditions out there for the players. So 18 minutes to find a winner. One way or another, we're going to find a winner here, you know. No one ever wants penalties, but you get the feeling two very evenly matched sides might well be heading for the inevitable. Well, Ethiopia have had more than their share of late drama in the group stage matches. Maybe they've got something up the sleeve here. Khalid wins the ball back in the midfield. And again, Khalid looks up. He's all left-footed, Khalid. It's the feet of Inayu, but he can't turn and create anything. Inayu again, that's a little flick over the top. It can be chased on here by Fedden, fullback against fullback. He's come on, he is playing as a winger, but he is essentially a fullback. And he's got into a tangle there with Flores Naldo and given away a free kick. So free kick to Mozambique, deep inside their own half. Pires to Allen. Allen with a chance to take on Dinkner. Double up on Allen. He's been forced away from goal. Pires again. Maybe a bit of space here for Valentin. He tries his luck. It takes a deflection. It almost dropped into the path of Stays, but not quite. Khalid. Cut out again by Allen. 16 minutes to go. Here come Mozambique. Can they find a winner? It's going to need to be a better delivery than that. Efferson is there to sweep up, but he hasn't fully got rid of it yet. Tenzay trying to avoid the cross coming in. It has gone behind. It will be a goal kick.
Go Island, go Island. Bruxo, Ilua, Bianca, Bruxo, Bianca, Bruxo. Boa. Alan, para na da mamico. Tá vir.
And a bounce through for goalkeeper Zhao, who hasn't really been tested in any way, shape or form in this second half. He lets rip with a long ball down the middle. It's going to bounce through from one goalkeeper to the other. See a pair of hands from Temeshin. He's now going to go route one as well. Not quite so long. The ball over the top. Finding Sedefan into the penalty area. Goalkeeper had to come a long way. He's flattened his own defender in the process. Now they can get some treatment on to the injured party. It's Perez, I think, that's down. Yes, Perez.
Morales. Vivo ali. Boa saída, é isso aí que nós queremos.
The substitutes still in the waiting, including Sharif there. And also Tiago, the two substitutes warming up in the corner. Painful one for Perez. He was wiped out by his own goalkeeper, but if the goalkeeper's going to come, he's got to take everything. That's exactly what Joao did. Well, it's a nervous part of the game now. 13 minutes to go plus injury time, then penalties if need be, for a place at the World Cup finals. This is not to be taken lightly. There is a massive prize at the end of this. Ethiopia unable to profit through Sedefin on the Sefedin rather on the left-hand side, but now it's going the opposite way with Diego. Diego, can he get the cross in? It's a goal kick. Physically intriguing battle between Diego and Zelalem. Zelalem has scored in at left back. Albanese has gone down the right side with Dinknap. They're combining down the right together. There is Albanese. Knock and go from Flores Naldo. Just didn't have it under control quite, did he? Khalid takes it off of him. There's it inside to Kidos. Sherinet. It's just a little too loose from Zelalem. Out for a throw, and a change is on the horizon here. Thought they were going to make the change, but they're going to resist for now at least. We'll see that change in a minute. Looks like Mozambique about to make their first change. That's going to drift through for a goal kick. Early evening, glorious sunshine. A place at the World Cup up for grabs, and in the next 15, 20 minutes we're going to find out whether it's Ethiopia or Mozambique. Stick with us. Later today, we've got Ghana against Uganda. that is going to be a keenly fought contest. Ghana desperate to make up for failing to get out of their group. Uganda won't be easy. That should be a good game. That's coming up right here as well. And the 4 quarter-finals as well tomorrow. Can't wait. Back-to-back football all the way through. Watch every single game as the yellow card comes out for, I think it was Julio. That was a late challenge, that one, from Julio. Right under the nose of the referee, which probably didn't help his case. Julio Kidona Boas Junior. There's the black balls back home in Mozambique. Long ball forward. Again, you've got to keep it away from the goalkeepers. Zhao gathering that one and throwing it over arm. It's clipped forward by Diego, and there's a run from Yoki on the right-hand side. 2 of them working together to stop Jefferson and Zelalem. Put out for a throw. That throw is going to be taken by Joachim. I think he's going to leave it for Flores Naldo. 9 minutes to go. It's going to be late drama. It'll be much better in the second half, Mozambique, that's for sure. Corner's gone the short route. They know how dominant that Ethiopia are in those defensive areas, so they try to work their way round, and it's been put behind by Efferson for another corner. Maybe this time they're going to go the more direct route into the 6-yard box. No, it's another short one. Can he get the cross in this time? Well, it was behind and very disappointing in the end from Allen. We saw a disappointing corner a few minutes ago at the other end for Ethiopia. That one was not much better. 7.5 minutes to go. And you feel that these young players have worked tirelessly towards the project of the World Cup, and it's starting now, the pressure to feel intense. They haven't made a change yet, Mozambique. 7.5 minutes to go. Maybe 1 or 2 changes, might be penalty kick orientated. We'll wait and see. And here come Ethiopia driving forward with Enayu. And Khalid, helped on by Shadinet. On the far side, Ebenezer rides the challenge. Lays it off. Khalid gets it wide. That's a foul. That's going to be a free kick. Well, this is the opportunity, maybe, to get the ball into the box. Look, they're going to send the big players forward from the back. Everson goes up. Tinsay goes up. 6.5 minutes plus injury time. Now is as good a time as any to grab what would almost certainly be a winning goal. Kidos with the free kick. Lifted into the penalty area. Goalkeeper came and got there just in time. Scoops it forward, and there might be the chance of a Mozambique breakaway here. Diego. That was ambitious. Wasn't the right ball at all, and it glided all the way through to Temesgen, who can now kick long from right on the edge of his penalty area. And it's returned from whence it came. Bounces once and back into the arms of goalkeeper Temesgen from the Perez clearance. A couple of bounces. Another great big kick downfield. This time it's onto the head of the defender. away by Flores Naldo. Egypt working their way forward. It was Khalid that got it wide with some urgency, but there was a foul in there and the referee waited but saw no advantage, so a free kick. Jefferson. Lost in transit a little bit there for Kudos. Long ball forward from Zelalem. Valentin, nicely done. Diego, goal scorer, the equalising goal that looks like it could take this one to penalties. Wants a free kick, gets a free kick there. Joachim came inside and he got clawed back slightly by Khalid. 4.5 minutes to go. It's now Mozambique's turn to perhaps ask a question. This is a very good position. Ready for the delivery? Which will come from Flores Naldo. Headed away almost immediately by Sherenet. Towards the edge of the penalty area. Can they get the shot away? It's deflected and that takes the sting out of it. Bouncing on it, Temujin. Not great clearance. Back out wide to this right-hand side. Joachim plays it inside. Helped on by Valentin. He's got a real good punch of a kick on him if he gets the chance to shoot. Wouldn't want to call a winner, but if you had to, you'd probably say Mozambique at this stage. They've been the better side in the second half. They've got their equaliser. But as we all know, Ethiopia are pretty good for dramatic late chapters. That one's not going to come to anything. It's a free kick for a high boot, even though he's come off worse than Ayub. Well, they're going to take off Stays. And they're going to bring Sharif on, Sharif Carlos. And another change, Kidos making way for Emmanuel. So free kick to Ethiopia. 90 seconds of the 90 minutes remaining.
Hey, FIFA. Hey, Barara. Hey, please put the ball on the bar.
Got to be alert here, Mozambique. Ethiopia have the capabilities. Here's the ball into the box. It's far too close to the goalkeeper. He plucks it out of the air in a routine and orderly fashion. It was a disappointing ball in when you sent your big central defenders into the box. It's got to be a better delivery than that. And it was far too close to the goalkeeper. There's some tired legs out there, fatigue, the pressure of the moment, the pressure of penalties. There's going to be ecstasy, there's going to be heartache in the coming minutes. It's either a late winner or a penalty shootout winner. Someone will miss out on the World Cup, someone will be joyous at the prospect of heading to Qatar. Here come Mozambique. Can they snatch it at the end? Into the penalty area. It just needs a shot. They can't get the shot away. There's a block in there, and that's good defending by Tinsay. For a moment, you felt like they might get through, but here come Ethiopia at the other end with an Ayew. That's enough to bully the defender into winning a throw. 6 minutes of added time. It's energy sapping. It needs a cool head. It needs a moment of magic. It needs leaders. Well, nearly a minute into those 6 added on. Ethiopia's turn to rattle forward. It's going to run through to the goalkeeper, who come right to the edge of his penalty area. However, Allen wasn't taking any chances. It's a throw in to Ethiopia. The CAF World Cup qualifying playoff. 1-1. That's through the back. Well, it's gone the opposite way. 2 minutes of the 6 have been played. I think it's fair to say these two have been pretty inseparable. Amir's first half goal cancelled out by Diego and his equaliser. Here's Valentin. It's a free kick, taken quickly, and the referee's happy with it. Joachim. Back to Flores now, though. Joachim again. To go on the outside, comes on the inside, tucks it back inside again. Valentin. Across to the left now, and Allen. Now back out wide to Sharif. Helps it down the line. Valentin stopped by the challenger, Tinsay. Halfway through, 6 minutes of stoppage time. Comfortably gathered by Temesgen. Temesgen goes long. One last chance maybe in this game to prize a winner in dramatic circumstances. Slip from Allen. He gets back to his feet. He has to go backwards. Deemed a foul. That's challenge from Ebenezer. It's left Joachim hobbling. Long ball forward by Pascual again. It's far too close to the goalkeeper. Long punt downfield, served to test the Mozambique rear guard. It's a ball over the top. The goalkeeper's come. Oh, that could have been the big moment. It was straight at the goalkeeper. Heart-stopping moment for Mozambique there. They thought they were in Ethiopia. The attempted lob went straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Big moment. And that would have come in the 95th minute. They love a late bit of drama to Ethiopia. Maybe Mozambique might have some lined up here. Joachim. Is it to Flores now, though? Joachim again. Cross by Valentim, who crossed for the equalising goal, but can't find one of his own this time. Ball in, she's glanced away. Mozambique, is there one last opportunity? Out to this right-hand side, he's going to do well to keep that in. Joachim can't do that, it's out of play. And the final whistle blows. Well, they've given it their all, both Ethiopia and Mozambique. The equalising goal from Diego, cancelling out a first-half strike from Amir. And this game is going to penalties. Stick with us. That shootout is just a few moments away.
J'ai besoin de l'eau.
A baliza gala ali.
Okay, couple of tosses of the coin. First one, Joseph ends. Second one, who kicks first? So, let's get ready for it, shall we? Just a small matter of a place in the World Cup finals in Qatar. It's a lot of pressure on these young players, and you have to feel already that someone is going to have bitter heartache. Someone is going to be the villain. Someone will be the hero. One of these small footballing nations, Ethiopia or Mozambique, one of them will be on their way to Qatar. It'll be quite some story in itself. They don't usually frequent tournaments like that, Ethiopia and Mozambique. It's part of the blueprint to get on the footballing map at international level. There's a prayer for the Mozambique players. Can they be heroes? Or will it be Ethiopia that carry themselves over the line? It's all about character, it's all about leadership. It's all about luck in a way, isn't it? Put those chances away. Goalkeeper guessing right, goalkeeper guessing wrong. If it hits the bar or it hits the post, does it go away or does it go in? There's certainly an element of luck about penalty shootouts, but it also comes down as much to bravery. And I think first up it's going to be Ethiopia. Although I can't be absolutely certain until the first player goes up. But it does look like Joao is going to be on his line first. But
Un seul pied sur la ligne, d'accord? Là-bas, ne fais pas ça. Okay? You understand?
referees laid his orders, stay on your line. There is the football video system available. Trouble is you haven't got anyone on VAR. The first player up is Ebenezer.
Yeah.
Started the game at left back, but he kind of moved along the back line as the second half grew in. Ethiopia starting the game well, taking the lead, but surrendering that lead in the second half. They will want to strike first here with Ebenezer. He's got a fair run up, and that's a very, very good penalty. 1-0 Ethiopia leads. Smile on the goalkeeper's face. To put that first one away is a blessed relief. The weight lifted from the shoulders of a young player and lifts it confidently past the goalkeeper, who guessed right but was never going to stop a good penalty like that. Ethiopia sink the first penalty. Looks like Valentin is next up. Or is it Valentin? No, it's not. It's Pascal. Pascal against Temujin, who's moving about on the line. Concentration on the face of the defender, Pascal. Another long run up. Another very good penalty. He put some power in it as well. It packed a punch. It's 1-1. Incredible, intense pressure on these very young players. Cannot be overlooked. Next on the line is Emmanuel. He is a renowned penalty taker. He did come on very late in the game. up against the taller of the two goalkeepers, Joao. It's Emmanuel. It's another cracker of a penalty. Right up into the top corner. Well, if they keep putting them up there, these goalkeepers are not going to get anywhere near it. They can't all be that good, can they? We've seen 3 super penalties. It's 2-1. And the pressure is back on Mozambique. It's Joachim next. He was quite lively in the second half, especially down the right-hand side, causing 1 or 2 problems for Ethiopia. It was down that right-hand side that the equalising goal came about. He's dancing on his line again, Temujin. Is it going to put off Joachim? Another sizable run-up. But he's found a way through. The power took it past the goalkeeper. Either side has let slip so far. Right into the corner. Side-footed with power. Over to Ethiopia again now. And Ayew. Saved. It was Joao that stood his ground, made the save and roared his approval. Ethiopia missing a crucial penalty. It's a good save, actually, from the goalkeeper. It's not the worst penalty in the world. If the goalkeeper was to guess the other way, you'd say it was a good penalty. Fine lines, fine margins. It does mean that Ayew is, at the moment, the villain. It's probably the wrong word in this context of a World Cup qualifier. But for Mozambique, a chance to gain an advantage. Oh, that's as good a penalty as you could possibly wish for, Pires. You don't get much more top corner than that. The goalkeeper might well just go and stand on the corner flag because he's not getting anywhere near that. That is quite some penalty. We've seen some good penalties. I think that one tops the lot. Well, there's a lot on the shoulders of Shiranet. He's been one of the success stories in this tournament for Ethiopia. A rampaging midfielder, and they need a goal from him right now. Into the side netting, and they keep their hopes alive.
Yeah.
Levelling things off, although of course Mozambique have a penalty in hand. The equation is simple. Mozambique just need to score their remaining 2 penalties, or they will go through if they only score 1 and Ethiopia miss 1. Ifs, buts and maybes. Penalty shootouts can change direction very quickly. Flores nailed up, didn't put a foot wrong during the game. The right back, he's a leader, he's a competitor, he's a warrior. He's not a bad penalty taker either. They are within sniffing distance of booking their hotel in Qatar, are Mozambique. Ethiopia's only hope is scoring this, and Mozambique not scoring their next one. If Tinsai misses, it's Mozambique that go through. Finished the game with the captain's armband. It's still on him now. Tinsai, central defender. Confidently put away for 4-4. Just the one miss so far. And Ethiopia have to hope that Mozambique miss this one. Otherwise, it's Mozambique that go to the World Cup and Ethiopia that miss out in heartbreaking fashion. It's a long walk. The pressure is massive. Temujin just simply has to save it. Are their prayers answered here, Mozambique? I think it's Sharif that's going to take it. It is Sharif Carlos. Big, deep breath. One kick of the football, and they're off to Qatar. It's Mozambique that win it. Sharif runs to the corner flag. And Mozambique went on penalties. Tragedy for Ethiopia. Just the one miss out of 5 from an Ayew. He'll be the player who must be consoled. It must be heartbreak for Ethiopia. But Mozambique are through. And they're through with 5 of the best penalties you could possibly wish to see. The penalty in particular from Perez was something unbelievable. Calm and composed, their prayers were answered, and it's Mozambique that are off to the World Cup in Qatar. Commiserations to Ethiopia. It's been a great tournament for them. They've come through the group of death. They just can't quite make it to the World Cup finals. Congratulations, Mozambique. Winners on penalties by 5 goals to 4 after a 1-1 draw here at the Mohammed VI complex in Rabat.
بطل الانرجي مقابله رقم 13 جوليو بواس جونيور.
What's your feeling right now? Como é que se sente agora?
Estou muito feliz por este prêmio, que mais pelo isso, estou orgulhoso pela minha equipe que conseguiu a qualificação para o Mundial.
Thank you. Já está. Foram. Sei.
Hey, vai! Vai, camiseta!